It's Sunday, February 22nd, and a super strong bomb cyclone is going to bring dangerous blizzard conditions to much of the Northeast. Our big snowfall accumulation is going to start pretty much in the Chesapeake region, then end all the way up in parts of southern Vermont and New Hampshire. And immediately, this is what the snowfall totals are going to look like only on Monday morning. And it is important to note that they are only going to keep going up. We're seeing around 20 inches in New York City and then widespread areas upwards of 15 inches. And at its peak, we will be seeing anywhere between 2 to 3 inches of snow per hour. But something to note about this system is that we're really not going to see much of anything during the day today. We might see light snowfall for much of the Northeast today. Nothing really accumulating over an inch unless you are in parts of the Appalachian Mountains. Even as we go into the mid and late afternoon hours, we don't really start to see big accumulation until we look at New Jersey right around sunset. That is when our bomb cyclone is going to move out over the Atlantic Ocean and undergo bombogenesis and really start to deepen down with all of that warm water. And then we're going to immediately start to see moving from south to north over this big area that we just looked at. Super high amounts of snow accumulation in blizzard conditions. And a big part of those blizzard conditions are going to be those wind gust values pretty much after we see sunset and our cyclone goes under bombogenesis. We're going to notice that we're seeing widespread areas along the coast of the Northeast that are going to be seeing sustained 30-mile-an-hour winds. And then along the coast, even pretty far inland, essentially the whole state of New Jersey, even the whole state of Massachusetts and Rhode Island and Connecticut are going to have the potential to see 60-mile-an-hour gust at this point. So absolutely, we're going to be seeing blizzard conditions. Now, it is important to note that things aren't really going to deepen down until probably a couple of hours after sunset. This would be around midnight is when we would see this. And then we're actually going to probably see our wind speeds peak closer to around sunrise tomorrow on Monday. And then this is just a look at how our cyclone is going to kind of progress as we go through the night. This is going to be the center, this area right here. And it's important to note that this would be around the midday slot. It's still at 1,000 millibars of central pressure. Now, I do want to preface what I'm about to show you by saying for a cyclone to be considered a bomb cyclone by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, or otherwise known as NOAA, around this latitude, it only needs to undergo a change of about 20 millibars in 24 hours. We're going to see it drop from about 1,000 to all the way down at its lowest around 969 millibars. Now, that's about 1.5 times what it needs to be considered to be a bomb cyclone. So that's just kind of to put into perspective how strong this is actually going to be. And then looking into the future, now we're looking at the GFS model. It looks like the snow is not going to stop falling until probably sunset Monday night. So that's going to be a little bit over or close to 24 hours of straight snowfall where we could see peak accumulations nearing 25 inches in the highest area, then probably widespread 20 inches of snow along the northeastern coast. This is also going to impact some areas up in the Great Lakes region. We are going to see some lake effect snow because with our low pressure system, we're still seeing that trough. So there's going to be a lot of flow over those lakes, kind of causing some accumulation near the shores of some of those lakes, especially around Michigan. We might see accumulation close to a peak of 5 inches in a lot of those areas. And this is going to pretty much overspread a lot of the coastal Northeast, as well as parts of the Appalachians, going all the way up into Maine and Canada. Of course, after we go north of Boston, we're going to start to see those accumulations go down, but still probably along those direct coastal areas, definitely the potential of seeing double-digit snow accumulation totals.